Hello there and welcome to my channel. This is my first time actually doing this. It's a reactionary video. Just a little background. I am a real estate agent here in Toronto and I will be doing this every Friday where I can go through some of the highlights, things that were happening in the real estate market within that week. Usually, well, the first one that I chose is kind of a crazy case, which we're going to go through right now. By the way, I work for Royal LePage, Lower West. Thank you. All right, so let's go through this particular case. It's happened again. Second Toronto home listed for sale without homeowners' knowledge. If you looked at some of the articles last week or the news cycle, you know that there was a couple that sold the home, actually sold the home without the homeowner's knowledge. They found out months later, but this one was prevented. Knock on wood. They interviewed the great niece of the victim. Her name is Melissa Walsh. This person that owned the home is her great uncle, who is 95 years of age. After his 95th birthday, they decided, okay, we need some assistance. So he went to quote unquote a home. And right after, they got some help from local Royal LePage brokerage, where two real estate agents helped them find and screen tenants. Now, when it comes to screening tenants, you got to be really careful. With the new technology, you could pretty much make anything, like with Photoshop, your credit score. It's the agent's responsibility to kind of go through everything and spot fraud. It's not that hard. Not too many people are really good at. Trust me, I've seen many. And for would-be tenants, if you are looking for a place, be straight up. If you have bad credit, write a heartfelt letter and say, hey, I made a couple of mistakes. Here's my employment. Here's my references. And if you look at my credit score, there was a couple payments late on the car. I was going through a rough time, COVID, what have you. But at least come up front. You'll be surprised how many people kind of feel, they feel bad and they try to work with you. And obviously, in this case, they use fraudulent IDs. Everything was not legitimate. So they signed the papers. Weeks later, it says the house was marketed online for 1.29 million, and it was getting a lot of traction. Someone came at 1.9 million, so this house could have been easily sold. This young lady, Melissa Walsh, was shocked that this could happen. I'm also shocked because, look, if you hire real estate agents, a lot of times you don't see this. There's a form called FinTrack. FinTrack is a form you fill telling your brokerage or telling the government essentially that the person you're representing is legitimate. You know them. They live here in Canada. They have a proper address. They have employment. You know where they work. And you put their license or their ID with the FinTrack form. Most people never know this because the realtor does it. Clients don't need to sign it because it's the realtor's job to do this FinTrack form. And in this case, I think they just advertise online. That's another thing. Don't just go online and buy a house from someone. Just don't. Hire a realtor. Basically, yeah, you could do it yourself, but realtor is like wearing a life jacket. Just think of it that way. A competent realtor is like wearing a life jacket. So just be careful. Be careful when you're going out there. Be careful who you trust. In this case, they almost sold the house, but the Walsh family was able to put an end to the attempt scam before the house could be sold. Well, this article kind of goes through the other crazy home selling without the owners knowing. But in this case, the homeowners found out months later that the house was sold, and that is just crazy to me. This is Walsh's house. It looks really nice. So yeah, they furnished it. These guys like this is pro. This is a pro job. They cased the place. They said, okay, this guy is 95. They went out, hired realtors to, or went and dealt with realtors to lease this place as tenants. They fooled the realtors, and they actually went ahead and put this house on the internet for sale. See, these are I think these licenses are for the other house. Yeah, travelers appear rent and home. Maybe it is for this one. Well, anyways, you can go take a look at it yourself. I'm too lazy to read this whole thing because it's just crazy to me that this could happen in this day and age. And please be careful when you're going out there. ID rules, 2 lakhs. It's up to the brokerage. When I submit an offer, which I did not too long ago, actually, an offer was submitted to me for my listing. There's a new brokerage I'm in. They sent back an email saying you didn't do ABC, the lines and FinTrack. I must have missed it, but they caught it. I got caught slipping, as they say. So please be careful out there. Hire yourself a competent realtor. I promise I'm okay. Just that was like a little mishap of not including a small line in FinTrack, but I knew my client for years and years, and but ID rules are lax. They gotta be a little bit more vigorous, but what can I say? This is a very strange event. Very strange. But anyways, comment. Let me know what you think. Like I said, this is my first ever sort of screen-on-screen reaction, Twitch sort of video content. I hope I did well. If I didn't, just like and subscribe anyways, and watch me get better every week. I mean, isn't that really cool, watching someone get better and better? Anyways, have a wonderful weekend. See you soon.